Hey YouTube, welcome to Trevor's Vinyl World. So today's video, I want to show how I'm storing my records. I'm not overly thrilled with it, and it's one of the reasons that in most of my videos, I'm not really standing by a beautiful, you know, record setup. I always feel bad. I watch these vinyl communities, and I want to be one of these guys that or women that have like a whole music room. I mean, that is my ultimate fantasy, is to have a room that I can come home to, and you go in there and you got like awesome posters on the wall, you got your vinyl record shelves. It's just immaculate. Everything is like organized. Unfortunately, I'm a caretaker for my dad, and I work a night shift job, and I wouldn't say we're hoarders, but we're definitely like, creeping into that. We're playing in that league, and I'm really trying to just keep my records kind of like it's like if you have like a dog that you want to take care of it, and you don't have a yard and you don't have the right setup. Maybe you live in an apartment, but you're trying to do the best you can for the dog, and I don't know. So I'm just gonna kind of go over it, because whenever I do videos, you always see like we have some nice video shelves here and here, which these are in a lot of my videos, because I'm usually hanging out in my basement a lot. So when I'm playing records, this is my record player that my dad's had for quite some time, since like I want to say the early 80s. And so this is where I play my records. And what I'll do, because you shouldn't really store records in the basement, we do have some like dehumidifiers down here. So actually our basement does not get too humid. But what I do is I only keep a handful of records. These are the only records that I keep downstairs. And what I'll do is, if I know I'm not going to listen to this in the next coming weeks, then usually I'll rotate them. Or usually I don't even have this many down here. Usually I will just have 10 to 15 records down here. So this is actually too much for me. So it's a good thing I'm doing this video. This will remind me to not have so many down here, because you really don't want your records around a lot of moisture. But anyways, so I have those records. Those are the ones that I might listen to in a little bit, because either I just picked them up or they're just ones I like. But now we're gonna go up here. And like I said, I wish I was one of these people in these great videos online where your records are all organized and they're beautiful and the setup is beautiful. This is a shelf that's in our like living room area with a handful of records. And I actually don't mind this, but I just don't want it to clutter up the whole house. This is our upstairs. And then we're gonna go down here. And I have looked up that, some people will say you shouldn't store records in a closet, but as long as it's not getting a lot of humidity. This is just one little bucket of records I really don't care about. There's not really anything in here that I'm in love with. But like I was saying, you shouldn't store your records anywhere where there's a lot of humidity. Usually our upstairs here is at like 75 degrees. It's a little warmer than like what they would say online, but at the same time, it's not going to warp your records. Here's my dad's model car boxes up here. Sorry for the door. And then he's got more model car boxes up there. And then this is the like where most of my records are. And It actually doesn't look like a lot when I had them all put sort of in the same area. I want to say I have about 600 or 700 records. But yeah, I would like a different setup. I'm not in love with the idea that these are on the ground. I try to, you know, have the ones down here have like a nice cover to them. Here you got Jigga right there. You got Jay-Z. I got Notorious B.I.G. I mean, these are some good records. So MGK, Body Count, Ice-T's Rock Band, Foreigner. It's quite a variety. But anyways, but let me know if there's anyone else out there with suggestions about, like, you know, I can't have a music room right now, and I'm not in love with the idea that I have them all spread out like this. If I'm ever down listening to records, I can't just, you know, grab, like if I wanted to listen to Biggie and he's here, but he's in the closet and I'm downstairs. Yeah, it's definitely not a perfect setup, but it just is what it is right now. Like I said, I'm a caretaker for my dad, and you know, this is just extra closet space we have, but I really don't want to like put a huge shelf in the main room, just because, you know, he's got his own things and I got my own things, so it is what it is. Just wanted to show this though. I'll probably do another couple videos that are showing some of these off a little more, but for now I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of the setup. So if you're someone out there that's just getting into record collecting, don't beat yourself up if you don't have a perfect setup. You know, I've just been, I put some money into my records, but I try, like I've said in some of my videos, I really try to buy ones that are just $6 to $8. Now, obviously, that's not all of these. When I first started out, I was buying, you know, records like this, like Inglourious Basterds, a Quentin Tarantino movie, and this probably cost me $22. But, you know, the more records you buy like that, the more you realize, like, wow, I'm shelling out a lot of money, whereas this one was $4. But you also don't want to buy a whole bunch of crappy records either, so. But my point of this video is just that I don't, you know, if you don't have a perfect setup, you know, don't beat yourself up about it. I'm still working on mine, and part of it is just, you know, you got life going on, you got other people in your family that maybe don't care about your collection. I mean, I even kind of feel bad that these take up a lot of space, but I do love records. So anyways, just wanted to share that today, because I know in most of my videos I'm not always showing off the records because I'm not right by the display or whatever. So yeah, so, and anyways, talk at you guys later. Like the video, subscribe, and talk at you later. Thanks.